So I've said this many, many times, and I will continue to say it again because I think it's very important. But the relationship that you have with the present moment is going to determine the relationship that you have with the so-called future. If you just view whatever it is you're doing as a means to an end, and you just need to get through whatever it is you're doing right now in order to get to the places that you want to get to or arrive at a specific destination, you're conditioned to just not be present, not be in the moment, not be in the now, and always think that the next moment is somehow more important than this moment. Ask yourself, how can the next moment be more important than this moment when all we ever experience is this moment? All we ever experience is presence. All we ever experience is the now. You will not be able to enjoy and fully appreciate getting to the places that you want to get to. Let's say you're trying to get to a specific goal or reach a specific destination, for example. You're not going to be able to enjoy it because you're conditioned to constantly look ahead and feel like this moment isn't enough. And this is something that's super common, at least from what I can tell, from people who are super, super ambitious and have big goals. These people always want more. Nothing is ever really enough. They always want to break through barriers and get to new heights. But if you constantly want more and never appreciate what's in front of you, how satisfied are you really going to be when you get to the destination that you were seeking, when you get to the places that you want? I don't think people think about it this way. I don't think people break it down and actually realize what they're doing when they constantly look ahead and don't appreciate the now. You're just conditioning yourself over and over and over again to not be satisfied with this moment and with yourself in this moment. And you think that you have to get somewhere or get something externally in order to feel the way that you can feel now, in order to feel content, in order to feel satisfied, in order to feel fulfilled. And even if you do get to the places that you want to get to, even if you do reach those destinations or get to the goal, like maybe you'll be satisfied for an hour, maybe you'll be satisfied for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, but in the long term, you're not going to be satisfied because you're constantly looking ahead, because you constantly think that this moment isn't enough. You constantly think that the next moment is somehow more important than this moment. Fulfillment is truly here and now in this moment. When you can start to operate from that knowledge, from that awareness, that's when really good things start to flow into your life and are just attracted to you because you're aware of the fact that you're full, whole, and complete now. You can then pursue your goals and still be incredibly ambitious, but do it coming from a different place, coming from a place of wholeness and fullness, coming from a place where you're just true to you and are present within yourself rather than seeking things and feeling like you lack something when you don't need anything and you aren't seeking fulfillment or anything outside of you. That's when things start to flow into your life, and it feels like, from just my perspective, things start to fall into place. Things are in harmony with you and with the way that you carry yourself. And rather than thinking that things are going against you, you realize that everything is happening for you and things are just in flow, in harmony, like I said. When you realize that this moment is very valuable, this moment is all that we have, and you're just true to yourself within this moment and connect with presence, things are in flow. Things are in alignment with you. I feel like when you do this, you are in flow with life. You are in rhythm with life. Have goals, be ambitious, dream big, but do it coming from a place of wholeness and fullness and completeness, not from a place of scarcity or lack. And see how in flow and in alignment and in rhythm you are with life. There is no destination that you need to reach in order to feel fulfilled, whole, satisfied. It comes from within. It comes from within you, and you can experience it through presence, through practicing presence. In the video that I made last week, I talked about how I was very overwhelmed, very much overthinking just everything. And I was facing a lot of resistance, and there were a few things, 3 things in particular, that I was doing to help me kind of get out of that rut that I was in, or that slump. And it was increasing my time in meditation and being more consistent with my meditations, going for walks, daily walks, and just practicing gratitude. Just generally just being more grateful and appreciating how far I've come personally. And all of those things helped a lot. But one thing in particular was increasing my time in meditation. And I've said many times also that there's well-researched and well-studied benefits that come from meditating, like being more focused and being more just like being able to respond to situations rather than reacting to situations that happen in your environment. But one thing that I don't feel like is talked enough or talked about enough is just the feeling of wholeness and fullness that you get from meditating consistently. You don't feel like you have to go outside of you and seek things in order to feel satisfied and fulfilled. Like if you can increase your time in meditation, what I have found is that you just feel more whole. You feel more fulfilled in this moment. And the answers to the questions that you may have are going to be presented to you. They're just going to come to you. It doesn't mean that you're not going to learn from things that are going on around you or from people around you, but it's just kind of a reminder that you have the answers more often than you realize within, and you can rely on yourself too. And like you just learn to open yourself up to those answers and just trust yourself more. And this is just something that I've observed in my life, especially over this past week, that has really helped me. Like I was in the slump. You can listen to my last recording or the last video, and you can hear it in my voice. I was going through it. I was in a little bit of a slump, and I thought maybe, with everything that I've been doing, maybe I should be a bit ahead of where I am right now. But then I realized, like, I've actually made a lot of progress in what I'm doing. And me spending, of course, being grateful and going for walks, like I said, definitely helped. But increasing my time in meditation really helped me realize, and I'm still learning this now. I don't have all the answers, and I'm still figuring this out. But just over this past week, I've really increased my time meditating, and I've realized, like, you're good. Like, you're growing. You're figuring things out. Like, the answers are going to come to you. The answers are coming to you. You're going to feel more inspired to create. You're going to feel more creative, just generally, the more time that you commit to this practice. And the more times I spend meditating for longer, I've realized this. I really have. So I urge you to spend more time in meditation if you were feeling like I was feeling last week, feeling a little bit of it in a slump, feeling like I was overthinking all the time, facing this resistance. Spend more time in meditation and commit to it, and I promise you, it's going to help. Don't think about all the other benefits that you are going to get from committing to presence, practicing presence, or practicing something like meditation. Do it just to do it. Do it to just do it. That's it. And you will experience all the benefits as a byproduct. It's just about connecting more deeply with this moment, and that should be your intention, in my opinion. Life is now. Life is happening right now. It's not the made-up thing that you think may happen in the future. It's not the random thing that happened 5 years ago. Life is here and now. It is in the present moment. And if you can commit to having a deeper relationship and a deeper connection to the present moment, to this moment, in my opinion, your life will improve. People try to escape this moment. People don't want to connect more deeply with this moment. And I feel like when people do that, they just lose the connection that they have with yourself. If you want to develop a greater relationship with yourself, if you want to become more self-aware, start spending more time with yourself and in presence. Inhabit presence consciously. We're all living in the moment, but if you do it consciously and just spend time, have pockets of your day in presence, whether that's taking a conscious deep breath and then exhaling and just being in the moment, or spending 5 to 10 minutes in meditation, 30 minutes in meditation. Watch and see how deeper of a relationship and connection you have with yourself after doing that. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make you feel more rooted. It's going to make you feel more connected. It's going to make you want to help other people. It's going to help you become a better communicator with other people. It's going to help you become more focused. It's going to help you just in every aspect of your life, in my opinion. And it's going to make you feel more full. It's going to make you feel more whole. And the answers are going to come to you when you do this. I can promise you, It's made such a positive impact in my life, especially over this last week, because I said in my last video I was going through that slump. But I'm coming out of it now, and I feel like a really big reason why that's the case is because I did those 3 things that I talked about. But in particular, I increased my time in meditation. So if there's an actionable piece of advice from this recording, is meditate if you haven't started already, or practice some sort of presence practice. Or if you do meditate, increase your time in meditation. If you're meditating for 5 minutes, try 10 minutes. If you're meditating for 30 minutes, try pushing that to 40 minutes. If you're meditating for 20 minutes, try doing 25, 27 minutes. See how you feel while you're in it. See how you feel. See how you carry yourself when you're out of it. I guarantee you're going to feel a lot better. But that's all I really wanted to get across in this recording. Thank you again for being a part of our community. Thank you again for all the support I've been getting. And I will see you in the next recording.